skills on the platform, Shining Ones. And this is the weekly oracle read for our earth signs. All right, earth signs: Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. All right, let's get it shaken. And the symbol that came out for our earth signs for this week is the Ankh. All right, so this is the symbol to focus on for this week. Let's get into it. The Ankh is a powerful symbol of life and strength that is often carried as a talisman, right? See, people need to understand we need to be creating our own talisman as well. There's a lot of power in that. But I digress. I encourage people to look up talismans, all right? Also, it's good for health and vitality and granting strength to its wearer. Okay? By creating your own talismans, it will provide you with a strength like no other. Because when it's all said and done, only you can give yourself strength. Only you can seek the best for yourself. No one else is going to seek the best for you. No one is necessarily going to give you strength. I mean, you might have a few people in your life who encourage and strengthen you. And now, most people don't have that, right? So it's for you to make sure you are good. No one's going to do you better than you. And if you think that, you're sorely mistaken. I can tell you that now. Now, many of ancient Egyptian deities are depicted wearing or carrying the Ankh. When the Ankh appears in your reading, you are being reminded to rejoice in the current life and to look at the situation not as a negative distraction, but rather a lesson for you in reaching your goals. So it's a lesson to reach your goals. Listen, if you're not around people who's assisting you or even some way, shape, or form supporting you to reach your goals, you need to reevaluate who you have around you, earth signs. Right? Let's be real. These are the times that we're in right now where people don't like the truth. See, this is the reason why I don't get many views. If I was on here coddling to your emotions and people's feelings, making people feel good all the time, I would get a lot of views, right? And then you have those who do speak the truth, and these people should have millions of views, but they don't. Why? Because the truth is not readily accepted in these times that we're in. I was watching a video the other day, and the comedian Cat Williams was talking about we're in the dark ages. Because if you're in an age where you tell the truth and people want to whoop your behind, then we're in the dark times, right? It was funny, but then again, it was the truth. Let's keep it moving. When the Ankh appears in your reading, you are being reminded to rejoice in the current life and to look at the situation not as a negative distraction, but rather a lesson for you in reaching your goals. What about this situation has taken away your own personal power? So if you're in a situation, earth signs, that has taken away your personal power, you must reevaluate that as soon as possible. Listen, you need to reevaluate it now. Because if you're not in control of your life, who is? That's the question you need to ask yourself. This is not going to be long. Try to keep this short as possible. Right? Why have you allowed your own life force and vital energy to be compromised, earth signs? This is for our earth signs. So this may not resonate with everyone, right? Because a lot of earth signs have their stuff together where this may not even apply to them at all. But then there are those who are going through a situation right now where this applies to. So take it how it resonates, right? The Ankh reminds you that you have the power to shape and change your own world and can do so if you set your mind to it. I'm living proof of this. You set your mind to anything, I don't care what it is, you will get it done. And even works in the negative. I don't suggest you apply it towards the negative because that same negative you put out is going to get returned to you. I suggest you apply it in a positive way, right? That way it can benefit you, benefit others, and down the road it'll continue to benefit you. Right? So it's like if I build something, I can enjoy it for years to come. But if I destroy something, I may get a moment's satisfaction of destroying it, right? But then down the road, it's like you don't think that it would happen to you, what you did. This is basic information, right? Basic information before leaving Earth. But people are so far removed from the basics. People are so far removed from simple things, right, that they're completely lost. So if this applies to you, earth signs, you're encouraged to meditate on the Ankh symbol. Why have you allowed your own life force and vital energy to be compromised? That's the question. So that's the question to think about, earth signs. Have you allowed yourself to be compromised? If not, you're good to go. Don't worry about this. This doesn't apply to you. Well, if you know if you have allowed yourself to be compromised, then you need to change. You must change the situation. Don't change it for me. Don't change it for somebody else. Change it for yourself. Because at the end of the day, you have a life to live. And if you can't live the life that was given to you, then I don't know what to tell you. The Ankh reminds you that you have the power to shape and change your own world. See? You have the power. Whether you keep it and use it or you give it to someone else, that's up to you. Now, if you're going to release your power to someone, make sure they have your best interest at heart. Make sure the person you released your power to, whoever it may be, or you decide to release your power to, that they have your best interest in heart and they're not leading you astray. Okay? So that's the meditation for this week for our earth signs. The Ankh reminds you that you have the power to shape and change your own world and can do so if you set your mind to it. Mind over matter. Remember that. It's always mind over matter. Nothing that is physical was created without the mind first. A thought first. Okay? Now, the inverted meaning of the Ankh is when the Ankh card falls inverted, it refers to overindulgence, right? Now, are you overindulging, earth signs? That's the question. Are you overindulging or overcompensation? Are you allowing the situation to consume you while other facets fall apart? Is other facets of your life falling apart? The inversion reminds you to balance yourself and then reread the message of the upright Ankh. So go back and listen to the upright meaning, right? So I'm going to leave it at that for our earth signs. It's pretty much cut and dry. You're in the control of your life, or someone else is in control of your life, earth signs. Ultimately, you decide. And if you are letting someone control your life, do they have your best interest at heart? That's the question. That's the meditation for our earth signs this week. Peace.